The teacher strike vote is looming as we speak as Fresno Unified and teachers fail to reach an agreement. I'm Emma Ott with more on that story coming up at 8.
Smoke shops could be going up in smoke. I'm up disposed with a full story coming up.
A first-of-its-kind agricultural event is coming to Fresno State this weekend. I'm Steven Gomez with the details tonight.
Also tonight, we have body camera footage of a deadly fire which stole the lives of 2 young girls in Tulare County this week. We'll have that story and many others next in prime time.
New, local, unique. MyTV53 News at 8 starts right now.
Good evening. Welcome to the San Joaquin Valley's only 8 p.m. news. I'm Austin Reed. It's Wednesday, October the 18th. Thank you for being here. Our big story tonight is at Fresno Unified. The Fresno Teachers Association is voting on whether or not to strike. The district is one of the largest in the entire state, so this is a very big deal. MyTV53's Emma Ott joins us from the News Center with all of the details. Emma?
The Fresno Teachers Association remains at odds with Fresno Unified over a new contract. The two sides are still unable to reach an agreement regarding teachers' salary, class size reduction, and employee health care benefits, according to FTA's president, Manuel Bonilla. The union strike vote is happening right now. So far, we have not got an update on the vote, but we spoke to Manuel Bonilla earlier today, who said they may not release details until tomorrow morning. However, the union says Fresno teachers will still be in the classroom Thursday no matter the decision. Ultimately, the power is in the hands of the union to announce when the strike votes will be released.
It's time for a simple math problem. 10 years ago, Fresno Unified spent almost 50 cents of every dollar directly in the classroom. Today, it doesn't even spend a single quarter of every dollar. Why cut corners? Because Superintendent Bob Nelson needed more money for high-priced consultants and bureaucrats, rather than smaller classes and more teachers. Fresno teachers are fighting for a simple formula. Smaller classes plus bigger classroom investments equals stronger students and a better Fresno.
The rally began tonight at 5:30 p.m. at the Paul Theater in Fresno, and the voting is being conducted by the American Arbitration Association, according to Bonilla. Hiring an independent third-party organization to conduct the vote gives reassurance to the union members and the community that the vote has been conducted fairly. If there is a strike, that means that over 72,000 students in what is the third largest district in the state could be without teachers. The last and only time Fresno teachers went on strike was in 1978 for almost 2 weeks. If the FTA's vote tonight results in the union deciding to strike, thousands of classrooms and students' lessons plans will be interrupted. I'm Emma Ott reporting with MyTV53 News at 8.
All right, Emma, thank you very much. Stay with us on air and online for updates. From Fresno Unified to Clovis Unified, breaking ground at T-Beck. The district broke out the hard hats and golden shovels for this groundbreaking event on Tuesday to mark the official start of construction on the Terry P. Bradley Educational Center. The namesake of this center and former district administrator and superintendent Terry Bradley was also in attendance and spoke about the district's history and his hopes for its future. The Bradley Center will be home to the future Clovis South High School and a yet-to-be-named intermediate school that will have a phased opening starting fall 2025. In other school-related news, and all new from our partners at Cal Matters, despite an influx of money to counter learning loss during the pandemic, English language arts and math test scores remain low. The annual Smarter Balanced scores released today showed that English language arts scores dropped slightly and math scores inched upwards a bit from 2022, although both scores lagged behind pre-pandemic numbers. Science scores were also up slightly. Overall, 46% of students were at or above grade level for English language arts. You can read much more about this story. Just go to our partner site, calmatters.org. Developing tonight, a 4.1 magnitude earthquake struck near Iselton up north in Sacramento County today. The quake struck earlier this morning. The U.S. Geological Survey says that the quake hit at around 9:30 at a depth of 10.8 kilometers. Officials say a shake alert was sent out to many Northern California residents. No word just yet of any damage or injuries. UC Merced and over 9.5 million registered California participants will take part in the International Shakeout Day, which is set for tomorrow, Thursday, October 19th at 10:19 a.m. The school will be conducting a test of their emergency notification system to bring awareness to earthquake safety. The test will involve sending notifications through various communication channels such as text messages and email. Now to the latest in the war between Israel and Gaza. U.S. President Joe Biden departed Israel earlier today after a wartime visit to show solidarity and meet with Israeli leaders on the spiraling Gaza conflict. Showing support for its longtime ally, Biden appeared to side with Israel, which denied being at fault and said an errant rocket fired by the Palestinian militant group Islamic Jihad hit the hospital site.
As the American president, there's no higher priority than the release and safe return of all these hostages. To those who are grieving, a child, a parent, a spouse, a sibling, a friend, I know you feel like there's that black hole in the middle of your chest. You feel like you're being sucked into it.
Nearly 3,500 people have now been killed in Gaza, according to Palestinian health officials, with officials telling CNN that conditions are spiraling out of control for millions now trapped in the enclave. Israel has vowed to wipe out Hamas, the Islamist group that controls Gaza, in response to the October 7th terrorist attacks that killed 1,400 people in Israel. Do stay with MyTV53 News at 8 for continuing coverage of the war. Closer to home and new tonight, could smoke shops in Fresno be in jeopardy of shutting down? If the city council has their way, it is quite possible. Here's MyTV53's Marcus Esparza.
A new city ordinance could put many smoke shops out of business. Unregulated smoke shops are being cracked down on by city council members. Miguel Arias, who represents District 3, claims there are hundreds of unregulated smoke shops operating within the city. He also says that the goal is to reduce the smoke shops in the city by 70% and regulate them the same way they do retail shops that sell controlled substances. Smoke shops could face a $1,000 fine for violations.
Over the last few years, as many of us have been working to address the COVID pandemic crisis, a new public health and safety threat has been developing in our city. The public health and public safety threat in our neighborhoods was the rapid increase of smoke shops in the city of Fresno. Our goal with this ordinance is to reduce the unproductive and detrimental smoke shops in our city by 70%. Our goal in this ordinance is to address all the blight, the criminal activity, the calls for service that have developed as a result of these smoke shops.
And as the council member of District 1, I'll tell you that I will not surrender one more neighborhood corner to these types of businesses. As my colleague mentioned, there are not just illegal products being sold in these stores, but there are underlying illegal activities, for example, in the form of gambling, being conducted as well.
And going forward, the shops that do operate in our city are going to do so as good neighbors and within the parameters of the policies that we are going to establish around them.
As early as November 16th, the ordinance could be brought to the council for discussion. I'm Marcus Esparza with MyTV53 News at 8.
Heading to the South Valley now, where this just in, we have footage just released today from TCSO deputies who went above and beyond and risked their lives to save a family from their burning home in Strathmore on Tuesday morning.
Stay low, stay low, stay low.
Unfortunately, 2 young girls died in the fire. There is now a GoFundMe page to help the family. The 2 girls were 7-year-old Bobby Jean and 9-year-old Josie. We have shared the link if you would like to donate to the family on the MyTV53 Facebook page. Other family members at this time who survived are in critical condition. Turning to news in Kern County for our viewers watching on KNXT. We want more blood. That is the message from Ho-Chin Community Blood Bank. Today, they announced their next community blood drive event to be held at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on Fruitvale Avenue on November 2nd this year. Steve Hubbard with the Community Blood Bank told Bakersfield.com that the shortage is a combination of a lower supply and growing demand. The blood supply level nationwide has also dropped to critical levels, according to the American Red Cross. And finally, in your first few minutes of nonstop news here at 8, Fresno State is getting ready to host the first ever Whole Vine Festival. New at 8, Stephen Gomez reports from Fresno State.
Well, Austin, Fresno State will host the inaugural event this weekend.
The festival starts at 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, October 21st, and from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Anyone is welcome. It will take place on the lawn northeast of the Science 2 building at Fresno State. The free event offers grape and raisin products, food trucks, music, art, kids' activities, and educational elements that spotlight the San Joaquin Valley's role as a national leader in table, raisin, and wine grape production. Admission and parking are also free, and the Fresno State Winery will offer wine tasting alongside several other wineries.
You're invited to the first annual The Whole Vine Festival. Experience food, valley wines, and grape-infused good times on October 21st and 22nd. So join us at Fresno State for a weekend full of fun for the whole family. Let's savor the flavor, have some fun, and celebrate greatness with us.
The event will also honor Nat Dubudo, a longtime area grape industry leader and advocate, on Saturday morning. The Fresno State plant science alumnus grew up on his family's table grape farm in Sanger and served 18 years as president of Allied Grape Growers, which represents 500 independent grape growers and wine industry members.
Reporting from Fresno State tonight, I'm Stephen Gomez for MyTV53 News at 8.
Alrighty, Stephen, we appreciate that. It is Wednesday night. The News at 8 is just getting started. Here's what's coming up.
Will some Central Section high schools be able to compete in the playoffs? And 9 new athletes are being inducted into the Fresno High's Hall of Fame. I'm Valentina Saldaña, and I have it coming up on Sport Shorts.
But next, we have another We Work For You series from the city of Fresno and the Parks and Rec Department. Plus, get ready for extreme heat. We'll have your forecasts coming up as well. New, local, unique. This is MyTV53 News at 8, and we are back in a little over 2 minutes.
This is MyTV53 News.